Right, let's do a nice flight from Amsterdam Schiphol to Frankfurt. Not too long. We're at Schiphol East at the moment. There is the short runway in front of us. We're going to take off from that because it's closest and it's nice. Let's have a look around. Look, Schiphol East, Schiphol Center, and a wind sack. So we'll take off to the left. Well, first of all, let's get us some nice real weather with beautiful clouds. That would be in the environment weather, detailed weather. It says it's on, but it's not. After startup, you always have to hit OK, and then you see the weather, the clouds will change. Look, there they come. Well, always put on multiplayer stuff so you can see if others are talking to you, and you can answer. Okay. To prepare for takeoff, there's not much really you need. Outer throttle arm, speed to 50, below 10,000 feet always, also in descent. Heading can best put to look at this heading bug while I'm moving it. To runway heading, which we do not know yet, should be about runway 22. The climb rate we initially want. And the flight level I want to end up. I arm the vertical speed only, and the heading. So if autopilot goes on, these two will be active. Right, here are the flap indicators. Put in 2 notches. And we are kind of prepared to take off. Well, this is a navigational instrument I just touched. That will be used later. I only activated it. Well, nice and easy auto start. Get rid of the lights. Brakes off. And taxi. This is quite nice. You can see the wind sack moving. That's because it's a bit turbulent. Not a problem, but it's a nice feature of the detailed weather. It's not in basic weather. Now we'll just take off. We'll rotate it about 120. The climb rate is reaching about 3. That's what I put in the autopilot. 3000 feet per minute. And at that moment you can best put in the autopilot and auto throttle, of course. We're already reaching 200 knots, so we can take in the flaps. Oh, I forgot the gear. Well, there it goes. Should have been earlier, just after lift off. Right, now we want to go to oops. I need to see my instruments. Oh, come on, stupid thing. Right. We make a little estimate of the direction for Frankfurt. It should be about 140 degrees, and we'll just put that into the autopilot and it will turn there. And then in the meantime we can prepare for our approach to Frankfurt. First we need to know the weather. eddf. You see the wind is 230 at 11 knots. That means we are going to land on runway 25 left. QNH 1027, put it in. Actually, this is too early. You should fly on standard. That is the other number being I forgot. But I always put it in now. Okay, that's for the weather. Runway 25 we want. We'll look at this website. It has all the German airports on it for charts. Get ourselves eddf. And we want runway 25 left. Instrument approach. Well, let that load. In the meantime, we got above 10,000 feet, so we are allowed to speed up a little bit. Well, you can see the runway heading 248 and the ILS over here 1110.7. So put in the ILS, put in the runway heading, exact 248 for runway 25. Hit enter, else it won't stick, and you see that this indicator is pointing to where you put it, 248. We'll use that in the ILS landing. What else do we need? We need something like a VOR to lead us towards Frankfurt. We'll put in metro and we'll put in 114.2. One on 4.2 is in nav2 and metro is decimal nothing. That would be right. Now I have got both indicators pointing to Frankfurt. The nav2 and the nav1 that contains metro. If we look back at the chart, you see we are going to come in from left top over metro, turn in, catch the ILS. The ILS is now inactive. When we pass metro, I'll put in the ILS. What's next? Are we done? I think we're done. Now we'll have to watch the speed while climbing because it shouldn't go much below 250. And it's getting harder and harder to climb in thinner air. So the speed will slow down during climb. Yes, sorry for that. Now reaching 50, we'll just climb a little bit less, 2000 feet per minute to keep the speed. And in the meantime, I'm going to switch to max speeds. I'm going to fly Mach 080, that's 80% of the speed of sound. Put again the auto throttle on. The Mach indicator is also in the instrument. We are now flying Mach 060, 60% of the speed of sound. And I need to turn a bit more onto Frankfurt, I see, so just turn a little bit to say 120. And start doing nothing for a while. I have to climb out. And in the meantime, watch also for the DME. Here's a DME indication for this VOR2. We're at 155 miles, quite far. Normally from flight level 330 you would start descent at about 100 miles, a bit more if you'll have to land You're coming towards the runway you're going to land on. We are going to make a turn. You can see this is the runway heading, and we are coming from the other side partly and have to turn in. So we have some extra distance to make. So we can easily start descent at 100. Well, 100 miles that is. Oh, we have to keep an eye on the speed. It should go. Well, it can go to 200 if you want to, but it's a bit slow. Well, just 1,000 feet to climb, and the speed is still quite okay. We'll make it without making the vertical speed less. I have to switch to the flight level hold, not stay on vertical speed, else it won't be caught. Now it is caught and it will stay nicely on flight level 330. In the meantime, look at the DME, 34 miles to go. Now we're level, we'll speed up again, and we'll go to Mach 0.80. Well, as you can see, the uh, VORs are diverging a bit. That is because this left one is nav2 with Frankfurt, the Frankfurt airport in it. And this is nav1 with metro in it, which is to the left of the airport. Now we're at Mach 080 and are closing in. We're getting near 100 miles. That's a very nice short cruise. In the meantime, I'll put the descent rate in I would like when I start descending. That would be 2000 feet per minute. We're diverging a bit from metro, so we'll aim a bit more onto it. Well, the trick with descending is stay high as long as possible, because below 10,000 feet you can only fly 250 miles an hour. And you can calculate by, if you are say on flight level 330, multiply the 33 with 3, and then you get, what would that be, 99? At 99 miles, about there, you should start your descent. Okay, we're a bit close, but never mind. We still have to turn around at the airport. Descent towards safe altitude, for now 5,000. And if you put the altitude down, you will start descending automatically about 1000 feet per minute, but I want 2000, so I put it on vertical speed. And in the meantime, I want to know at what flight level I'll have to catch ILS. It says here 4000 feet. I know that ILS's in Flightgear don't activate at 11.3 miles, but more like what is it? Just below 10 miles. So what I'll do is, and I know that's safe, go to 3000 feet to catch the ILS. The runway is at 362 feet. So I'll be, say, 2,700 feet above the runway. That's high enough. As long as it's a bit above 2,000, it's good. 2,700, I'll catch the ILS at the glide slope at 7.3 miles. So the plan is descend to 5,000, close to the ILS to 3,000, catch the ILS, and follow the ILS to the runway. In the meantime, you can see the speed is going up while descending. Um, that's not because we fly faster, we still fly Mach 80, but you can't fly Mach on low levels. You'll have to go back again to the indicated airspeed. Indicated airspeed 310. So it will slow down a bit to 310 and we continue descent. And we'll do nothing for a while again. Just watching the descent, the flight level versus the distance if we are still reasonably not too high and not too low. As you can see, we don't have any DME on nav1 on the VR we put in there, Metro. It only shows zeros. But on 114.2 we got a nice DME we can work with. Okay, maybe a little explanation. No, I'll do that later. Let's enjoy the clouds. Well, as you can see, we're still flying 310, but you see the Mach number is going down and down. It's not usable below, say, flight level 300, and indicated airspeed is not usable above flight level 300. When we reach 10,000 feet, we should be flying 250 knots. It's best to start slowing down a bit above that, at say flight level 120. Well, the wind is blowing us again a bit off metro, so turning more to go there. Oh, I can show you why I put in flight level 50, 5,000 feet. Oh no, this chart doesn't have a circle. Okay, but you can see if you would hold at metro, you should be at about 5,000 feet. So that has a reason, mostly because there are mountains beneath. So 12,000 feet, let's slow down. The speed will go down and be near to 50 at 10,000 feet. Now we'll fly, we like to fly maximum speed, of course, so we're quicker. Maximum speed is 250 now. Um, just before catching ILS it will be 200, but we'll put that in as late as possible, say 15 miles from the runway. Now we are near metro. I'm not going to correct anymore. we're close, and the indicator will swap around when we pass it. Just before 5,000 feet I will have to put altitude hold again, else we'll just keep on sinking at 2,000 feet per minute. So say about 1,000 feet above, at 6,000 feet, I'll put it in. And remember, we only sink. Oh, wrong button. Okay, now we'll hold at 5,000 feet and still sink about 1,000 feet per minute until 5,000 feet. Okay, we're passing metro. You can see. So we don't need that anymore. We need the ILS next. I'll swap nav1 to ILS. That's where the runway is according to ILS, and it's about the same as where nav2 tells me where the airport is. Okay, before this red needle gets here in the direction where we want to go towards the runway, we'll have to turn in. We can do that in a little while. We're at 16 miles, that's far enough. You don't need to get too far from an airport. Okay, let's start turning in. Keep some space, not too close to the red indicator, so it can still move further towards the green indicator. What a horrible frame rates. Okay. Well, we're at about 15 miles. But I know the VOR is a little bit towards me from the runway. So at 14 miles I'll start slowing down to 200 knots. Like now. You see the speed goes away and we're still high. We need to descend to 3,000 feet to catch the ILS. Or the glide slope to be exact. We already have localizer. Now it's getting very close, so I'm closing in also a bit more. And now we'll just wait until this green indicator will line up with the rest of the green indicator. That it points, that the indicator is left means we need to go left of the localizer. It's coming in, catch it. We're going a little bit through, so we turn a little bit more to the right, not too much. I say 4 degrees from 248. That would be quite enough, you see. Now we're 2 degrees left. And the glide slope comes in, put in some flaps. You see, we're in turbulent weather, we are moving around. Okay, the glide slope comes in, so we'll start flying ourselves. Okay, just kill the autopilot and auto throttle. Take out power, throttle down, so we can start to slow down. Put in a little bit more flaps. That's the gear horn. Okay, put it out. Don't descend too fast. Normally, the normal glide slope is about where the variometer is pointing now. And gradually putting more and more flaps while trying to stay near the glide slope. And of course on the heading, but we can actually already see the runway. It's nice and bumpy. I love that detailed weather. Oh boy, the speed is has gone up a bit, a little bit less power. And some more flaps. And you can see also the poppy lights. We are above the glide slope. You can also see it on the ILS indicator on the instrument below. So we descend just a little bit more than normal and we gradually catch the glide slope again. There it is. You can see the red poppy lights coming in. Well, we're going to slow down to just around 120 knots. Flaps are full out. Check gear out, flaps full out. Okay. And try to get the speed down. 400. It's a bit choppy, sometimes the frame stands still, like now, but we'll get there. In the end, don't trust the poppy lights anymore, but trust your visuals to the runway. 100. Okay, at 10, just pull until the touchdown. Touchdown. Reverse is on. Reverse is off. And just leave the runway. Flaps in. Well, that's about it. Oh, wrong record on it.